Toastmasters, and these are actually the seasoned Toastmasters, if I may say. Let me first introduce the interviewers for this afternoon. We have our past division governor or division director. She's also a champion, and she is one of the pillars of Healthcare Toastmasters Club. The Healthcare Toastmasters Club we're actually the ones who had the invocation for 2 days straight. We used their videos for our invocation during the boot camp. She is also connected before with the HR or human resource of BAMC. May I introduce to you our distinguished Toastmaster. Where is she? Let me spotlight her first. Good afternoon to our distinguished Toastmaster, Gay Marie Chu.
Hi, happy afternoon, everyone.
See, she's a very beautiful and seasoned Toastmaster. Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Gay. And our next mock interviewer will be, you know him. She already gave his talk this morning. So he is also a champion from the Division D and the District 75 or the whole Philippines as well. He is from Barangay Toastmasters Club, and he is currently connected with San Agustin. Let us all welcome back our Toastmaster Carl Diamante.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's good to be back. I have deja vu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Carl. Now, the mechanics of this mock interview, it will be 3 to 5 minutes per interviewee. They will be asked a general question, which of course they will answer, and each one of them will have a specific question that they will. Sorry. For a while, I think my internet is again. So I apologize because I have very intermittent internet connection.
You're doing good, Miss Eli.
Sorry, my screen froze. That's why I thought my internet also had a problem. Anyway, so this afternoon, it will not only be a mock interview wherein you will apply your skills, it will also be a competition because this communication boot camp will have judges within our team wherein we are going to select best female speaker, best male speaker, best dressed for female, and best dressed for male. Now, what are the criteria for this competition? We have delivery and language, which is the ability to speak with understandable words, with vocal variety, appropriate body language, and no or less filler words, that would be 30%. Skill presentation, which is the ability to answer questions, ask the right questions, and to persuade effectively. That is 40%. And of course, appearance and poise, the ability to dress professionally and appear confident and poised, is also 30% with a total points of 100%. Now, of course, if this is a competition, you might ask, are there prizes? Of course. We are always very generous when it comes to prizes. So the winners, because there will be 4 winners for this competition, mock interview competition, they will each get a certificate for Starbucks coffee. So each one of them, I hope you love coffee as much as we do. But if not, then you can just go for iced tea or what have you in Starbucks. So we will be calling one by one. The interviewers were already pre-selected by the teachers, they already gave us a list.
Ako na mo.
All them.
Selected by the...
I can hear excitement from the group. Yes, I hope you know that you are selected. But if you are not, then that's a very beautiful surprise for you as well. So they will be called one by one, and each one of them will be asked a general question, then followed by a specific question, then a wrap-up questions. It will be a 3 to 5 minute mock interview per interviewee. So again, you will be judged by the criteria mentioned. And if there are no more questions, may we start? Can I see thumbs up from the audience? There's no thumbs up? We cannot start without thumbs up, guys. Okay, I can see some thumbs up. How about the interviewees and the judges and the Toastmasters team? How are you guys? Okay, I can see some thumbs up from our chat box and also from the audience. All right, so let us start. For a while. So during the mock interview, we do encourage and we remind everyone to please mute yourself. Only the interviewer and interviewee will be allowed to unmute themselves, and please open your camera, of course, especially if you are the interviewee. I would like to ask help from my Toastmasters to help me highlight and pin the interviewees and the interviewers as well. For our first mock interview, let me call on Janen Ducal. He will be interviewed by, be interviewed by Toastmaster Carl. Is Janen around? I think Janen is not in the room yet. May we proceed with the next? Will that be okay for our interviewers? Let's just proceed with the next. Because Janen is not yet in the room, may I call on Edward Genova. He will be rather interviewed by Toastmaster Gay. Janen is not yet in the room, unfortunately. So let's call on our next interviewee, Edward Genova, who will be interviewed by Toastmaster Gay.
Hi, good afternoon.
Where are they?
Edward is in the room. Edward, can you please turn on your camera?
Good afternoon. If I may suggest that we call out all the 8 participants for interview so that they will be able to prepare. And then we can call them out by number.
No.
Toastmaster Joe.
Noted on that,
So
Toastmaster Gay. All right,
Yes.
so
So we may call in the lineup of those who will be interviewed, and then you may call them in one by one once it is their turn. So back to you first so that our participants can get ready for this interview. And don't worry, this is a chance for us to get to know you more as an applicant of our company. So take a moment to relax and have your mind set to be able to give out your best answers.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gay. As what was mentioned, I will just call out first all the interviewees, the representative. Hopefully they know that they were selected. Maybe they don't know that they were selected. Allow me first to
Excuse
call
me.
in. Yes, Toastmaster
Excuse me,
Mel.
did Jella is one volunteers also. Jerel Pina Florida, it's on the chat. She volunteers to be first.
Okay, so allow me first to
Okay.
call out all the names, then I will call on, I think this is a he, Gerald is a he. All right, so for our interviewees for this mock interview, we have Janen Ducay, Edward Genova, Mary Rose Almodiel, Philip Jubil Delubio, Kay Louis Viloses, Danielle Bellielda, Gerald Florendia, and Monique Villanueva. Now, let me check the...
Ang buti na niya. Si Dukay, nagre-alam na ni Abalya. Basta kasabay ko, panago pa Dukay.
May I be
Angela.
reminded
Pinakulit
that please unmute yourselves if you are not called, unless you want also to participate as well. So yes, I'm checking the chat box, and yes, so rather Gerald Florendia has volunteered to be our first interviewee for this mock interview. And looking at the list, he is number 7, and he will be interviewed by Toastmaster Carl. Right, so can we please pin Gerald Florendia and Toastmaster Carl?
Hi, sir. Sorry, I was driving and then I couldn't make it home in time. So Miss Jill said it's okay for me to just park up and do my interview in the car.
That's understandable, Gerald. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I know you know me, but allow me to introduce myself again. My name is Carl Diamante. I am part of the Human Resource Department of this company, and I will be your interviewer for this afternoon. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Very well. So, Gerald, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Some of the people here already know about my background. So I've got Filipino parents. I've got a Filipino mom and dad. However, I was born and raised in England, and I came back here. I came here to the Philippines to 2018, and I was a military police before I came here. I was medically discharged before I came here. But then at 2018, I decided to UNOR, funded by the British Embassy. And ever since then, I've been here.
All right. Thank you, Gerald. Now, if you could, tell me what steps you would take when you make decisions. Could you walk me through that process?
I base all of my decisions based on my instincts and based on my experience and knowledge. Now, obviously, since I said earlier that I was every decision that I make is based on analysis. So before I do something or before I decide to do something, there is some sort of a point there where about the consequences, the outcomes, and the positive and the negative outcomes before I do them.
All right, thank you, Gerald. Now, why should we hire you?
First of all, what I'm going to say is my answer is not going to be a typical, I'm a hard worker, I've got lots of skills, blah, blah, blah. What I can offer you is a employee who's willing to be educated and is willing to understand and is willing to learn from everybody that's already been there and had experience on your field.
All right, Gerald, and do you have any questions for us?
I do not, because everything that I learned or everything that I know for this company, I've already researched before apply for the job.
Very well. Thank you, Gerald. And we'll get back to you soon.
Thank you very much, sir.
Back to you, Didi Jelay.
Ito si Gerald.
Thank you so much, Gerald. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Carl. Now we have another volunteer to be the next. Can we just proceed with Philip Jovel Delubio? He will be interviewed by Toastmaster Gay. Again, Philip Jovel Delubio. He will be interviewed by Toastmaster Gay.
Hello, good afternoon, Philip.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
I am Miss Gamery Chu, part of the Human Resources Department, and I am your interviewer for today. So this is a chance for us to get to know you more as an applicant of our company. Are you ready to start?
Yeah, ready.
Okay, so Philip, if I may call you that,
Sure.
can you share with me a little about yourself?
There's not there's not a lot to talk about to me, but if you're talking about me, many people know me as a kind guy, a nice guy, something like that. I'm very hardworking, and I do my job efficiently and effectively. I love playing games. I love cooking. I love reading, entertainment, lots of that, and I like to connect with many people as I can.
Okay, thank you, Philip. It's nice to know that kindness is one of your traits. That's one thing that we look forward to having in our company. Now, let me ask you, I'm sure you already were able to have different projects in school or probably in your previous work experiences. So can you tell me about a project that you managed or were doing that became problematic, and what did you do about it?
Well, there was a time that I don't really remember because I almost all project that I've done is I do it the way that cautiously that I will do it the way the right thing to do and the way I like it to be perfect so that I can do mistakes. But to be remembered, there was a time that I got time management about our feasibility study. I was the leader of our feasibility. My time was so tight, then I had to move a schedule like 2 days back. So to solve the problem, I didn't sleep for like a whole day to finish my job. That's how I solved it.
Okay, so that's nice to know. Thank you for that. So we have a lot of applicants for this position. Tell me, why should we hire you?
To hire me because that's a good question. Well, there's people to say that to hire someone needs skills, but to hire someone you need a person that is willing to learn new things, to widen his knowledge or anything like that. For me, I'm a person who wants to widen my knowledge and to experience new things and to learn a lot of things from my peers and to the people who will be managing for my work.
Okay, thank you so much, Philip. Thank you for taking the time to answer those questions. We will keep in touch with you to update you of this application. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you too.
Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Jalai.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gay, and thank you, Philip. Now we're going back to the list. I'm checking. Janin is still not around. Can we proceed again to Edward Genova? Hello? Is that him? Probably not. Okay, let's proceed to the list. We have Mary Rose Almodiel. Is Mary Rose around?
Yes, miss. Good afternoon.
Yes, so Mary Rose Almodiel is around, so we will have her. She will be interviewed by Toastmaster Carl.
Hello, Mary Rose. Good afternoon.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Hi. So my name is Carl Diamante. I'm from the Human Resource Department, and I will be your interviewer for this afternoon. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
So, as you all know, I'm Mary Rose Almodiel. I'm 21 years old, and I was born and raised in Victoria City, the eldest among three. And growing up in a village makes me feel different among others because I feel like, because in the early age, I learned how tough life is, and I became diligent and responsible as a person. In fact, I was a working student. I had to manage both. I was an employee at night and a student in the morning. And also, conversing with others is my cup of tea. I like to converse with others. I like to exchange ideas, perspective with others. And that's all.
Thank you, Mary Rose. Now, you said that you like to converse with other people, correct?
Yes, sir.
And sometimes when you converse with other people, you have to tell them bad news. So my
Yes,
question to you is, how do you handle violent reactions to bad news?
When we tell bad news, there is always when we tell anything to someone, there is always a consequence. So basically, we should expect some violence or violent reaction when we tell some bad news to others. So before I handle it, I think before that, I expect this before, I expect this coming because this is like the basic thing. So in order for me, I handle this kind of thing. I tell them how the bad situation is, but I also tell them what would be the best solution for this. I always tell them that we should think positive things from the negative things that we have received.
All right, thank you, Mary Rose. Now, as you may know, we also have other applicants applying for this position. So my question to you is, why should we hire you specifically?
Yes, sir. So as I have mentioned earlier, I have mentioned that I like to converse with other people. I like to exchange ideas, perspective with others, because while you're listening, while you are conversing with others, you learned their experiences, you learned how did they surpass the challenges that came to their lives. So uh, you should hire me because as what I have mentioned, I love to listen. I can apply all the experiences that these people learned. I can apply this to my life. I can apply this in my future, and I cannot say that I will be that hardworking person, employee, but I can do anything, or I can do my best as much as possible in order to contribute for the betterment of your company.
All right, Mary Rose, and if I may, do you have any questions for us?
Yes, sir.
What's your question?
If I will be hired in your company, for sure I will contribute. I will be a good employee. But how is the reciprocation in this? What are you going to contribute, or how are you going to develop me as a person and as an employee of your company?
Yes, in our company, we actually have a lot of opportunities for growth. Like, for example, we have our employees, we send them to seminars and workshops that are very much in line with their particular field. So we have a lot of development opportunities for our employees here. And I believe that if you will be chosen, you will have a lot of other benefits that I believe you will really like. So Do you have any other questions, Mary Rose?
That's all for now, sir. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much. All right, we will get back to you. So kindly stay posted. Back to you, Didi Jelay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mary Rose and Toastmaster Carl. Next on the list, we have Danielle Bellielda. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Danielle Bellielda. She will be interviewed by Toastmaster Gay.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Bellieza.
Hello?
Miss. Okay, it's a miss.
Hi.
Hello, did I pronounce your last name correctly?
Yeah,
Miss.
Bellielda.
Okay,
Miss Bellielda.
it's Bellieza. Miss Danielle.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very nervous.
So, Miss Bellieza, hello. I am Miss Gay Marie Chu. I am the Human Resource Director of this company, and we are taking this time to interview you as one of the applicants that we have considered for this position. So, are you ready to start this interview?
No, but let's go.
No, you're not ready, but you'd like to go for it.
But let's
Okay.
go.
So, before I proceed, how do you really pronounce your name? Can you say it out loud?
It's Danelle Bellielda.
Okay, it's Danielle Bellieza. So, I'd like for you to share with me, who is Danielle Bellieza?
I am a student. I'm studying business administration, major in operation management, and I was born into a family that has a local cake business, and my friends would describe me as someone who's creative, and I expanded to the business. I actually manage the creative designs to our final product.
Okay, that's great to know. Would I happen to know what cake business is it? I love cakes.
Oh, just something local,
Okay.
very affordable, very yummy.
So you sell it online, or do you have a store? A
No,
shop?
just homemade.
Okay,
Just homemade.
it's homemade. Okay,
Homemade,
so that's nice.
custom.
Okay, thank you. So that's nice to know. Now, in this company, we offer a lot of opportunities for applicants. And I know that as someone just starting off, of course, you'll be doing the groundwork with this position. But let me ask you, do you see yourself in a leadership position someday? And why or why not?
Someday, I think I would. If I've gained much experience, much skill, much knowledge in the field, I think I can do it as someone who likes to be on top of things and seeing through how the organization works. So yeah, someday I would like to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. So we have a lot of applicants vying for this position. What do you think is your edge over all the other applicants?
I think my edge would be is that I can offer in fresh perspective as someone who's new to the field and someone who's still learning. I think that could be relatable the most. So yeah. Did it stop? Hello?
Okay, so thank you so much. We will get in touch with you. Have a good day. Back to you, Didi Jelay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle, and thank you, Toastmaster Gay. Now we proceed to the next interviewee. We have Kay Louise Viloses. She will be interviewed by Toastmaster Carl.
Hello, good afternoon. Hi. Good afternoon, sir. I would like to ask if I am audible to you and if my background noise is also audible on your end.
You are very audible. You're also
you, sir.
very visible.
Thank you, sir.
So if I may, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Sir Carl Lawrence Diamante, and I'm part of the training and development team of the HR department. I will be your interviewer for this afternoon. So before we begin, Kay, are you ready for our interview?
Yes, sir.
Very well. So, who is Kay Vallosas? Tell me.
I am an operations management at the University of Negros Occidental Recoletos. And while working on some few different projects last year and managed to maintain a gold award and a platinum distinction, which is the highest award a CABAC student can receive for maintaining a specific GPA for 2 consecutive semesters. I am a member of a religious organization in which I am the documentation secretary. And with that, I can say I have gotten the confidence to communicate with people. And I also got the chance to be part of and participate in different fundraising activities and other more activities through such organization. And I can also say that I am an honest person who does not believe in deceiving others. And I try to make every effort to be fair in everything I do every time. Also, I'm a dedicated and hardworking worker that enjoys assisting others. And my great strength, I take pride of this. I take satisfaction in fulfilling deadlines on time. With my energy and dedication, I believe I can assist you.
All right, thank you, Kay. Now, you have said that you have worked with a lot of organizations, correct? And you work with different people with different personalities. When you work with different people, there is an inevitable clash that will happen from time to time. So my question to you is, can you tell me about a time when you had a disagreement with one of your organization mates or your classmates or whoever, and how were you able to resolve that conflict?
Usually when this situation happens, the best and only thing I could do is to remain calm because reacting negatively wouldn't do any good to me and to the rest of the members of the group or the organization. So what I would do is to remain calm, compose myself, and keep a gentle tone and focus on what the problem is, so that I can come up with can come up and formulate with a better solution and make a decision that would benefit everyone.
Yes, but can you give me a more specific example? What specific experience did you have?
I think the specific situation I can give you is when we are working on a research project. I usually take the lead and write all the to-do lists for my members. And I can say that during this time, most especially this time that we are doing this project online, there will always be that time when we cannot be on the same page because of some factors such as responsibilities in our own homes and internet connection problems that disabled each one of us to be on time. That particular situation is very irritating on my part, because as a leader, I would want everything, as a leader and as a person who wants everything done on time.
All right. Thank you, Kay. Now, how do you distinguish yourself from every other applicant that we will have? How do you distinguish yourself? How do you make yourself different from everybody else?
I have mentioned earlier that I have led groups since senior high school, and just last 2019, I have led a group of more than 10 persons. It was a very new experience to me, for me, more especially that I am naturally an introverted human being. But there is one thing I am proud of, and that is my determination to push myself out of my comfort zone when it is necessary. Leadership abilities are critical in this position, and I strive to strengthen them every time. I am undergoing a training or formation by a religious organization that is specifically aimed at honing us on how to become great leaders.
All right. Now, as much as I would like to listen to you more, I'm afraid we're running out of time. So if I may ask you, Kay, do you have any questions for us?
Yes, sir.
What is your question?
Do you think I am missing any qualifications needed for this position?
I believe that as you have stipulated here in your resume, you have what we are looking for. And so with that, we will just keep you posted as to the status of what we have decided. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Back to
sir.
you, Didi Jella.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Carl, and thank you so much, Miss Kay. Next, for our mock interview, we have Monique Villanueva. She will be interviewed by Toastmaster Gay.
Hello, good afternoon, Miss Villanueva. Welcome to our interview for AB Company. Hello, Miss Villanueva. Are you around? Is Miss Monique Villanueva around?
Maybe she got cut off.
She is here, but it seems that she is not responding. May we just proceed? I received the message that Edward cannot join us because he is having a connectivity problem, and he will be replaced by Adonis Toreno. For the judges, Edward Genova will be replaced by Adonis Toreno, and Adonis Toreno will be interviewed by our beautiful Toastmaster Gay.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Adonis.
Hello, Miss. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to this interview for AB Company for the position that you are. I am Miss Gay Marie Chu, the Human Resource Director. How are you today?
I am feeling excited because I know that your organization is one of the best organizations. And thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much for that. So I'm sorry I was not able to get your last name. So it's Adonis Toreno. Okay, did I pronounce it right?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so Mr. Toreno, I'd like to ask you first to share with me about yourself.
So again, good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Adonis Malinog Toreno from the University of Negros Occidental, Recoleto. For now, at this very moment, I want to describe myself mainly as a person who has a great passion for marketing. Honestly, I used to enroll myself during the first semester of my first year. I enrolled myself in the College of Education. But during the midterms, I believe it was the destiny who called my name to shift to marketing, because the destiny knows that one day that Adonis Toreno will face such a wonderful person like you, Miss. That one day that Adonis Toreno will have the opportunity to enter and join that organization. And I am so grateful for that, Miss. In addition, I have a great passion in marketing. I love communicating with people. I have also a great passion in art, which I know very necessary in my profession, in making marketing visuals, as well as I used to be the vice governor of our college, which I know very necessary as well in your organization in applying my leadership skills. I am also the Vice President for Finance of our department, which is the Junior Philippine Marketing Association. I am also the treasurer of our religious organization, Children of Mary. And back when I was in senior high school, I was an editor-in-chief of our publication, The View. And lastly, I am a warrior of God. I am a God-fearing, and I know that the divine rules that I have will be something that I can contribute to the organization. Thank you, Miss.
Wow, such great passion by telling me about yourself. Thank you for that. I'm glad to get to know a person like you. So, Mr. Terreno, I have heard that you belong with several organizations, and that means that you work along with a team. However, this position also calls for you to work alone, meaning to say that there are some scope of your responsibility that will require independence or autonomy. So my question is, which do you prefer, working alone or working with a team?
Thank you so much, Miss, for that wonderful answer. Can I use Tagalog, Miss, in order to make you feel the emotion? During my high school, I've learned that anuman ang tibay ng piling abaka ay wala ring lakas kapag nag-iisa. And I believe in that quotation is that even though I am a god, even though I am a warrior, I am a great student of Junoar, even though I am a platinum awardee, I think I won't make it that much. I know myself, I can be successful alone. But I guess that successful wouldn't be enough. That success won't be that something that everyone cannot wish for, because I know that if I will work with a team, I know that I will share my success. It's not only it will never be only my success. It will also be the success of my members. But if there will be a scenario that you will give me a task solely, I can handle it. I can handle it fully, because during our I used to work with our feasibility study, with our project, with our outputs, with our academic tasks. I have members, but I have tried to challenge myself that I need to pursue this alone. If ever my members won't make it, Adonis, you need to succeed. You need to finish that task alone if ever your members won't help you. So that's what I have instilled in myself, is that I need to grow alone if ever nobody won't help me. But if there will a chance that there are some who can help me, then I will definitely let them join me, because I know that unity will be the best thing I can make in order to apply also my leadership skills, apply also socializations, and also to help the organization. Because if I have that unity, I will also teach my members not only to focus on our individual goals. I want our goals to be the goals of the organizations, and the goals of the organization will also be our goals.
Wow, very well said, Mr. Toreno. That is such a great kind of passion that we would want for our teammates to have here in our company. However, we need to evaluate your application. So please just stay by, and we will get in touch with you with regard to the status of this application. Thank you so much for your time in sharing about yourself and in answering our questions. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
Back to you, Didi Jalay.
Thank you so much, Adonis, and thank you so much, Toastmaster Gabe. Now we're going to call on again Anne. Is she already here? And Monique Villanueva.
Hello, good afternoon.
There you go. So Anne will be Oh, Toastmaster Gay. I'm sorry, it will be you again. So Toastmaster Anne Villanueva will be interviewed by Toastmaster Gay. Toastmaster Gay.
DDGLI.
Did
If
she-
Toastmaster D is unavailable, I could also be the interviewer.
Yes, of course. If I think she got disconnected. Oh, it's all right. So Monique Villanueva will be interviewed by our dashing Toastmaster Carl.
May I request Anne to be spotlighted, please? Anne, are you with us?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Is your video on?
Sorry, but my camera has a technical problem.
Oh, I see. Because we cannot spotlight you if your video is off. Would you like to continue without your video? You will also
Yes,
be
sure.
evaluated on your physical movements. Would that be all right with you?
Yes, it's all right.
All right, so let's continue. Hello, Anne. So I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Sir Carl Lawrence Diamante. I'm the training and development in charge of the company, and I will be your interviewer for this afternoon. Before anything else, I'd like to get to know you better. Would you like to tell me a bit about yourself?
Okay. First of all, I am a hospitality management student from University of Negros Occidental Recoletos. Currently, I am in my 4th year student. Wait for a while, sir.
All right.
So again, sir, I am a graduate of hospitality management from University of Negros Occidental Recoletos. I am a fresh graduate of the said university. I'm a I'm a fresh graduate of this university, but previously I have already worked in a customer service representative and a store in charge of a retail shoe store. I could say that from my previous jobs, I have been I have learned to become a patient person, since in a retail company or in a retail store, or I should say shoe store, current retail shoe store, my job is to cater to the needs of my customers, like entertaining them, and as well as sometimes I experience customers that are irate. So that can make me, or that can test my patience in handling customers. So as of the moment, I've learned that being patient can help me, or can give better service to my customers. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Anne. So, Anne, you've told me that you work at a retail store that sells shoes, correct?
Yes, sir. That's
You
right.
have work experience. Now, I'd like to ask you, what is your ideal workplace? Yes, Anne?
Okay, sir. I've graduated in hospitality management, my ideal workplace is working in a service-oriented industry or establishment. So that, because, sir, I want to to utilize my training when I was studying in the university, and that I want to also help make I also want to improve my customer service skills. And that's all. Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to press you a bit more on that. You said you want to work in the service industry. Could you tell me about specific characteristics you are looking for in the service industry?
First of all, sir, the skills that we should possess in working in the service industry is that we should have empathy, and then service oriented, and then passion. That's all, sir.
All right. Now, what makes you unique, Anne? Anne?
What makes me unique, sir, is that I have the passion to do my job and to serve other people, because I want to and my experiences makes me who I am.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Anne. Now, do you have any questions for us before we wrap up?
Sir, if ever I will be hired in your company, can I ask if what environment culture would I expect from your company?
All right. So I'm glad you asked that, Anne. Actually, our company prides itself in its unity. So whenever we have our discussions, we always meet as a group every Monday. So that's something you can expect. Every Monday, we have a weekly meeting. We start with a prayer, and then we go over the different departments as to what we have to expect from one another. So if ever you will be accepted into our company, I hope that you will be able to work well with other people, especially the other departments. Do you have any other questions, Anne?
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. I'm glad to know that your company is a nice place to work with.
All right. Thank you as well, Anne. And we will just contact you as to the status of your application. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Thank you also.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Carl and Miss Anne. Miss Anne, I understand you mentioned a while ago you have problems with your camera, but can we at least try to open, because part of, as what Toastmaster Carl said, part of it has something to do also with your attire, if it's possible. But if it's not, then we'll not push it. Is it possible, Toastmaster Anne? Miss Anne, rather? I think that's...
I'll try to open if it's
Yes.
okay already.
Yes, even just for a while, because as we've mentioned, it's part of the criteria as well that you will dress accordingly. There you go. Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Miss Anne, for the judges as well. Can you do a 90-degree turn? No, just kidding. Thank you so much, Anne and Toastmaster Carl. Now we have one more left, and she's already inside the room. Toastmaster Gay is not yet here, so Toastmaster Carl, just stay put, because you will be interviewing our last interviewee for this afternoon. May I call on Janen Dukay? She's inside already the Zoom room. Janen, are you there?
Hello, good afternoon.
There you go.
May I request Janen to please be spotlighted?
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello. Hi, Janen. Good afternoon.
Hi, sir.
So a while ago, we were looking for you, but you were not yet available. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, sir. I'm sorry about what happened. There is a blackout or brownout here in our subdivision, and I'm really sorry for the inconvenience.
That's all right. So I'd like to introduce myself before we start. My name is Carl Lawrence Diamante. I am the training and development in charge of the company, and I will be your interviewer for this afternoon. So, are you ready, Janet?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
All right. So please tell me a bit about yourself. Who is Janet Dukay?
So my name is Janen Dukay. I am 22 years old, from a bachelor in science in business administration, marketing management student from the University of Negros Occidental Recoletos. And at the same time, I am a Reeds scholar in the said university. So I have been a working student for 4 years, and I am assigned at the law school. So before entering college, I entered some jobs to aid to help myself financially, to aid my education. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir.
That's all right. Continue.
So before entering college, I applied for some jobs to help myself financially, to support my educational finances. I am a fast learner. I am hardworking and punctual, and will not also train to meet deadlines, to meet my
Yes, Janet? Your audio is choppy. Could you say that again? The audio. I can't hear the audio. Didi Jelai, could we please confirm?
Yes.
Hear the audio from Janen.
Hi, Janen. It seems that you are unmuted, but there's something wrong with your audio.
We cannot hear you.
Yeah, but it is unmuted. However, based on the sign, it is unmuted, but we cannot hear your audio. Is it okay if
Janet, do you have headphones or earphones perhaps? Yeah, we still can't hear. Or do you have an alternative device? Well, I'm quite sorry. I'm not trained to read lips, although that's a very nice skill to have.
will that be, I think, if we're going to do the detecting, she really needs to get out of the Zoom room and needs to come back.
All right.
For
So
to be fair for others, Gerald, sorry, I was thinking about Gerald. Janen, can you please leave the room and just come back? We'll give you 1 minute or less than 1 minute. If you cannot come back, then the interview will be forfeited. All right, she said yes.
All right.
So let's wait for Janen, because maybe due to the brownout, their internet connection is not yet that stable.
Didi Jelai, while waiting.
Yes.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Tiger, leon, pating, kambing.
That's a mouthful. Tiger, leon, pating, kambing. Who? Those was the card.
Kailan mo ba mapapansin ang aking lihim? Tiger, leon, pating, kambing, di mo pa rin pansin. Right.
Yeah, let's give those guys a round of applause for that fun. If you've seen those, if you heard those Raquel this morning, he has lots of that. Another knock knock joke, those Carl?
Oh sure, while waiting for Johnny. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Mamang may gulay.
Mama may gulay who?
Mamang may gulay, mamang may gulay, hanggat ang dugo ko ay dumadaloy, sa'yo lamang iaalay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Carl. I'm thinking if I need to make a disclaimer that this is not part of the Toastmasters training. However, it seems very delightful, so we're gonna claim it. So if you're going to join Toastmasters, you're going to learn humorous speeches, and that's part of it. Let me check if Janen's already here. Not yet. So Toastmaster Carl, another one.
Oh, sure. I would like to give a tip. If you want to say sorry to someone, you never give them kasoy or cashew nuts. Do you know why, Didi Jelay?
Why, TM
Do
Carl?
not give cashew nuts to a person you want to say sorry to. Because you know what that means? Don't
What?
tell me you're sorry, cashew nuts. Because you know you're only sorry you got caught. Diba?
I want to know the reaction of the audience. I need to call somebody. Hello, children. What can you say about the jokes? Can you just type at the chat box if you find it funny? You must find it funny because he is our interviewer rather. Here, we want more. Those
We want
eight
more.
Herschel said.
Is
Let me
Janet
check.
still not
Please
around?
inform us if Janet is already inside the room. Singerist, as per Ella Reen. One more. Toastmaster
One
Carl.
more? Okay, knock knock.
Who's there?
Lady Gaga.
I'm afraid to ask. Lady Gaga, who?
Kung Lady Gaga ka sa piling ng iba at kung ang langit mo ay ang pag-ibig niya.
Let me ask Toastmaster Esther. Can you continue that song? Someone made a crying emoji. Type a crying emoji.
Ba ako?
It's Toastmaster Mel. Go ahead.
Tututol ba ako sa kagustuhan mo?
Dapat na ang minsan.
Dapat na ang minsay, minahal mo ako.
Alright.
So you
Kung
see, once
Lady Gaga ka.
Once you join Toastmasters, you will need to be ready because we wear many hats, and apparently that also includes being an entertainer and a singerist, quote unquote. Can somebody tell? Oh, Sir Rafi, you are highly
What is
requested.
that? Someone asked me to sing. Okay, so sapat na ang minsan.
Wait for a while.
Minahal mo ako.
We need to spotlight.
Kapag tumibok ang puso, wala ka nang magagawa kundi sundin ito. Come on! Kapag tumibok ang puso, lagot ka na. Siguradong ka na. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we heard from the Toastmasters team, and there's somebody here asking or requesting, how about from the UNOR team? The children or the students are already given their piece. How about our...
So many talented students in UNIR, I'm sure.
Yes, but how about the teachers? Miss April and Miss Joanne, we are sorry, but you are highly requested as well. Miss Joanne and Miss April?
Better daw the students, Didi Jelay, as they replied on the chat.
Hindi lang kami, please. Sorry, kids. Connecting. Who's connecting? Oh, it's UNIR. Miss Joanne is connecting. There you go, Miss Joanne. Hi. Miss April, rather. Hi.
Go, Miss.
Go, Miss April.
Miss Jalay.
Yes, Miss April.
I think ang amon talent ni Miss Joanne is in lecturing, not in
So kids, do you want another lecture? But I remember.
Can you sing your lecture?
Yeah, I remember when you're in UNOR, you always attend mass. And during the mass, we always sing. I remember my professor would say it's always okay to sing during masses. So how about a little, right? I think it's every Wednesday or Friday. We always have masses in UNOR. Lapaw na ta sa langit, kumbaga. So can you have a little, oh, Janin is still trying to connect, but she cannot connect still. Okay, so let's decide. I think she already had a good run. She gave a good answer, and the judges could already, based on her answers, the judges could give a fair evaluation. So will the team agree that we'll just proceed? We'll just end the mock interview because Janan is the last interviewee, if I'm correct. Yes, Janan is the last interviewee. So that ends our mock. Okay, end. All right. So that ends our mock interview. Let's give a round of applause to our contestants, interviewees, and of course, our interviewers. Now, Kami, I asked all the interviewees to be, we'll take a group picture for them. Are you all still here? So all of those who are not part of the mock interview, either you're not an interviewee or an interviewer, can we all turn off our camera so that our interviewees and our sole interviewer, because Toastmaster Gay she here? No, she got disconnected due to bad connection as well. So let's all turn off our camera. Toastmaster Esther, can you please do us the honor to take a picture?
We have to spotlight them. They have to open their videos, and we will spotlight them one by one.
All
so
right.
That is how I think we can spotlight we can choose the participants. So please help me out, fellow Toastmasters.
We'll do so. Let us pin them. Let's pin them, correct? Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Let's pin
them. Let's pin them one by one. Okay.
There you go. Almost there. Anne. Where's Miss Anne Villanueva?
She's the one that cannot open. Maybe she can open so that she can be pinned, or yeah, that's it. How many already? 2, 3, 4, 6. Who else?
Janan. Is Janan and Gerald.
Rose, Philip.
Gerald, can you open your camera?
Okay, Danelle. It's there. Gerald. Where's
Let's see.
Gerald?
Gerald, can you please open your camera?
Gerald. Yeah. Gerald is here.
Such beautiful and dashing students. Of course, from UNOR. My alma mater. So it follows. Just kidding. We're missing 2. Gerald, sayang. Gerald, may I request to open? Oh, he did say a while ago that he is driving, right?
Okay.
Yes,
How about
yes.
Janin?
So Adonis is here. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Supposedly 8, but unfortunately Gerald and Janin cannot.
Oh, that's a pity. That's a pity. But
Yeah,
we'll take the pictures of the 6 who can join the photo taking. Okay, let's have a big smile and a nice pose so that we can see your attire and we can judge properly how you look. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Smile for candid camera. Okay. Thank you. I'll take another shot, please. So just stay put. So another business-like smile. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Can we add Toastmaster Carl? Can
Sure.
we add Toastmaster? Yeah, so let's add Toastmaster Carl as part of the mock interview.
Yes.
There
What
you go.
about Toastmaster Gay?
Toastmaster
Ready?
Gay is not yet here, so
Oh my
let's
gosh. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Smile, everyone. Wow, I like the smile of Toastmaster Carl. Smile of success that he was able to join the group photo.
he was waiting for it. All right,
Thank
so
you very
thank you
much.
so much, everyone. Thank you so much again to our handsome and beautiful interviewees. Now, at this point, let us give our judges some time to tabulate everything. As what we've mentioned, this is also a contest. And at the same time, this is a simulation activity to check if you were able to apply everything that you've learned in our 2-day boot camp. So later after the break, we will have an evaluation. All the speakers or most of the speakers who gave their talks during our boot camp will be giving their evaluation in general, not for interviewees, in general. For our students who did not participate, please do listen to the evaluation rather, because in listening there's learning. And even if you did not participate, you will learn a lot from the evaluation to be given. After that, we'll be announcing the winners, and we will as well recognize the resource speakers that we have had within this boot camp. So you have, what time is it? It's 2:38. So let's meet up again. Let's have a break. Let's meet up 2:58 or 3 o'clock. Will that be fine? To give our judges time as well.
Yeah.
That's too long already. 2:40. Let's meet up 2:55. Rather 3:50. Sorry, 2:55. Okay, that's fine now. Let's meet up again here at 2:55. So do have your coffee break if you must, or bathroom breaks, and let's meet up again 2:55. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Miss Joanne. Can I request please for a music? Unless Toastmaster Carl wants to sing and Toastmaster Rafi.
Rafi actually knows how to play the guitar. Butangan pressure.
I'm trying to tune in my guitar, but I'm not sure about this. This on the spot, indeed. Okay. All right, so I will just try, guys. This is just for you, just to give you some entertainment. Yeah. All right. I want to make you smile whenever you're sad. Carry around when your arthritis bad. And all I want to do is grow old with you. I get your medicine when your tummy aches. Build your fire if the furnace breaks. So it could be so nice growing old with you. I miss you, kiss you, give you my call when you are cold. I need you, feed you, even let you hold the remote control. So let me do the dishes in our kitchen sink. Put you to bed when you had too much to drink. Oh, I could be the man who grows old with you. I wanna grow old with you. All right. Thank you for listening.
Wow.
That was it.
Isa pa, Rafi. One more.
All right. Due to public demand, yes, para sa UNOR. Okay, okay. It's late in the evening. She's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on her makeup and brushes her long blonde hair. And then she asks me, do you feel alright? And I said, yes, you look wonderful tonight. Gcash po, Gcash. We go to a party where everyone turns to see this beautiful lady from UNOR, Recoletos University. And then she asked me, do you feel alright? I said, my darling, you look wonderful tonight. I feel wonderful because I see the love light in your eyes. And I wonder of it all is that you just don't realize how much I love you. It's time to tabulate now. And I got an aching head. So I give her the car keys. And Tia Melinda helps me to compute.
Oh, yes, yes.
And then I tell her, as I turn off the light, I said, my darling, you look wonderful tonight. I feel wonderful because I see the love light in your eyes. And I wonder of it all is that you just don't realize you know I love you. All right, guys, thank you. Nadala yung kakulitan, sorry.
Tabulators, I submitted my...
Oh,
my
thank you.
ballot.
How about a warm round of applause first? Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rafi. I think Toastmaster Rafi already has a fans club in UNOR. All right, so again, we're going to come back. It's just 2:46. You still have time. So, TM Rafi needs to tabulate, guys. So, later na ulit yung concert niya.
Let's have some music background.
Yes. So, Miss Joanne.
Lily Jelly, would you like me to share screen?
Yes. Oh, sige. Do you have something to share? Do you want also to sing?
Would you like to hear my original song?
Of course. That's why I love Toastmasters.
All right. So,
All right.
a bit of background, everyone. I had a crush on somebody. She was Tagalog. And I did not know how to speak Tagalog that well. So there was one time we were chatting, and then she told me na when she went home, basa ang likod niya. Hindi man lang hinipo ni nanay yung likod ko. Amo na sambal ya. Tapos nagamba ko sa iya, bakit? Gusto mo bang hipuan? Tapos nangakig sa ako, ng babae. Nangakig sa akon, kailain ang pagkaintindi ko. But because of that, we converse, and then crush ko gid siya. Kaso nothing came of it because she would consider me as just her kuya. So I made an original song inspired by that. Her initials are KD. So that's why this song has the phrase KD a lot. Please tell me if you can see my screen or if you can see what I'm sharing. Tell me. Can you see it, everyone?
Yes, we can.
All right. Oh my God, this is so cringe. Sinulatan kita ng awitin Kasi kuya, wala akong barya. Ano ka ba?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Carl. Yeah, you should be. Why are you in Toastmaster? You should be doing ASAP or singing. Do you need to have a singing career? Thank you so much. The face of Toastmaster Carl. You can only see. Thank you, Toastmaster Carl. Judges, are we done now? Not yet. I think we'll have
Hello, Didi Jelay. I have
Yes?
something in our GC. We have to break a tie. Please visit the GC. There's a tie to break.
All right.
We will be just asking for one, right? Only the one, right?
Sige, let's
Okay,
go
so
to
no
our
more breaking. Sorry, Didi Jelay, because we will only be awarding only one. So no more breaking, sorry.
It's all right. I also need to for a while. Okay, so while we are trying to figure out who's going to be the champion for today's mock interview session, can we call on, let's proceed rather with our evaluation. While we are figuring out, we'll just call on the winners later. But let's proceed with our evaluation to our students. Are you all in here? There are only 80 plus. Where are the others? We are not yet done. What happened to your attendance? Okay, maybe they'll just, it's 2:54. So I'm sure they'll just come back in a while. Now for a while. Now, for those who are not familiar with evaluation, I think all of our speakers in our bootcamp mentioned that in Toastmasters, we do evaluation. For most of us, this is the most important part of every Toastmasters meeting because this is where growth happens. Not all organizations practices this. It's only a few organizations who do not only deliver speeches but also evaluate each other. That's what we do in Toastmasters. So we are trained not only to deliver speeches, but rather we are also trained to evaluate each other. Again, in evaluation there is growth because like Toastmaster Carl, if he won't be evaluated, of course he is perfect for her in his own the way he sees himself, and he is already perfect. But of course, there's always room for growth. He's covering his face. There's always room for growth. We believe that in Toastmasters. So to give us his first evaluation, let me check first. Who would go first? Toastmaster Melinda is still busy with that tabulation. Toastmaster Carl, will it be okay with you to give the first evaluation? Your topic this morning is speech to persuade or persuade with power. So may I call Toastmaster Carl to give us evaluation. Again, for the students, there is learning and listening. So please do listen carefully. Again, Toastmaster Carl.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Please give me a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me clearly. Let's see. Let's check the gallery. All right. For those that are not turning on their cameras, I will give you until 5 before I rip your application paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For those who are not able to make it, I'm sorry. Your application has been ripped in half. So, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for our volunteers who were our interviewees this afternoon. We were able to showcase what UNOR has. It truly is an honor to UNOR. Okay, that's a corny joke. Anyway, if I may make an evaluation for everyone, what I appreciate was that everyone was able to apply what we were talking about. when they were delivering their interviews, they used ethos, pathos, and logos. Did you notice that? They established themselves as someone credible, someone who knows what they are talking about. They also attached themselves to the emotional core of the interviewer. They were able to use emotion to their advantage. And they also made use of logic and reasoning to back up their claims. So ethos, pathos, and logos. And when it came to persuasion, there is one thing that you have to keep in mind. Even though you are aware of the theories of persuasion, it's still a process that requires practice. With that, I have a few things for you to please work on. So the first thing I noticed was that there were a few who were not you were not yet available during the time that you were called. Again, if we go back to Woody Allen, 80% of success is showing up. And that also accounts for showing up on time. Also, another thing that I would like to point out, I appreciate the interviewees who are able to give context. I don't know what a Platinum Award is, but I know that's a good thing. It's good that you were able to explain what a Platinum Award is. It would also be good if you could explain what a Reeves Scholarship is. Okay, so context. Also, be specific. Give actual situations where you were in. Like, for example, in this situation, I would do this. Yes, you would do that, but that's so general. Make it more specific. Make me believe that there was an actual situation where you were put on the spot and you could make it through. So you have to be specific. The other thing that I would like to suggest is the volume of the voice. It's not just about what you are about to say, it's also how you say it. So if you want to project confidence, even though you are not that confident, start with your voice as well. So you increase your voice and decrease it strategically. Another thing that I would like to recommend, please do not say, as we all know. I do not know you yet, if I were the interviewer. Also, do not ever start with, sorry, I was having internet connection problems. You do not say sorry because it pulls down the mood. What you would like to begin with, or what you could begin with, is thank you very much for waiting for me. It frames it in a positive light. Also, one last thing, please make sure that when you are framed, we can see your gestures. Because if you're like this and you're to this side of the camera and you're looking over there, you're not looking at me, it's as if I'm not talking to the person. So look at the camera lens and establish eye contact. Make sure that you are a person that people will listen to. And with that, I give the floor back to Didi Jella. Didi Jella?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Carl, for that very comprehensive evaluation and also very keen observation. Even if you were the interviewer, you were still able really to capture your evaluation. Next, may I call on to give his evaluation, Toastmaster Juim Himlan.
Focus is what we need in these trying times. Fellow Toastmasters, students of UNOR, faculty and staff, good afternoon. May I evaluate you in terms of my topic about body language and power dressing and the acronym of FOCUS. F for friendly atmosphere. I love the atmosphere of University of Negros, Recoletos. Even if it was done virtually, I was able to immerse myself. And I just imagine that I'm in UNOR talking to these numbers of students in the gym and talking also to those teachers who are involved with the process. And of course, with my fellow Toastmasters. Friendly in the sense that most of the students who attended the virtual conference did a friendly gesture of having beautiful smile as they talk, as they impart their knowledge, and as they express their thoughts. Another evaluation is in the letter O, which states something about openness. Most of the students who joined the interview portion this afternoon were so open among themselves. They are so daring and they are not afraid to talk about who they are as a person, realistically speaking, which is an edge, a competitive edge in the human resource management. As an applicant, if you are so open and if you are so honest about who you are as a person, this most probably the companies will really hire you. If there's one thing that I would like to improve on the contestants for this afternoon's interview, I think it starts with letter C, and we call that camera focus. Because some of you did not look at the camera. Some of you are still looking at the floor. Is Toastmaster Gay and Toastmaster Carl in the floor? Or one of you even look at the ceiling. And some of you even look at the side. You have to focus on the little dot in the camera and look at the camera as if you are really talking to the HR manager. You also need to have camera conscious in terms of styling, because as fashion police, there's one student who forgot to fix his polo and his necklace was already showing. There's one student who was really following the rule of power dressing. At the end of the session, she was wearing the coat, which makes her a star from the rest. Even if you are outside the Zoom platform in terms of the situation, you still have to have camera focus. And one way to do that is really to maintain and sustain your look, your fashion statement as an applicant. Letter U is for understanding. You have to understand and apply all the learnings that you had from day 1 up to day 5 as far as the specializations are concerned. Each Toastmaster was given a chance to talk a certain topic, and I hope and pray that you understood them and you will live them in your hearts as you progress in the journey of job hunting. And of course, I will not going to end up my evaluation without giving the letter S in the focus. And that starts with sustainability. Fellow Toastmasters, soon to be Toastmasters from UNOR, if you want to sustain your communication skills and leadership potentials, enroll and grab the opportunity to be part of Toastmasters Club all over Bacolod. You might or you may have a choice if you'll go to our club, Barangay Toastmasters Club, or First Farmers Club, Bacolod Square Compass, any preference as long as it's Toastmasters. Your skills that you learned from the 2-day conference will be sustained as far as focus is concerned. In summary, always remember the word focus. Maintain a friendly atmosphere. O, maintain openness among yourselves as you go along with the interview. C for eliminate being camera monster. Instead, be a camera friendly person. Always look at the screen's little dot. U for understand everything with passion and with dedication. And last but not the least, sustain the learnings that you had for this afternoon. As they say, when you have focus, you will always reach your dreams in life. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Joem. As always, a very good evaluation. He really has a flair in delivering speeches. It was just unfortunate that his internet connection was not really that good this morning, but I do believe that he was able to convey his message, especially when it comes to body communication and power dressing, which our interviewees were able to apply in this afternoon's activity. Now we proceed to the next evaluator. I received a message. It would be Toastmaster, the popular among the crowd right now. Toastmaster Rafi, can we hear your evaluation, please?
Yeah, thank you so much, Didi, Jelay, and everybody. Once again, good afternoon. And it's my turn to give the evaluation. And first and foremost, I would like to congratulate all the participants, especially the applicants in the mock interview. So you did a great job, guys. Thank you so much. And I can feel the confidence during your mock interview. So first is, let's talk first about my topic. So yesterday, I talked about the active listening and the proper ways of asking a question. So I'm so happy that actually it's just basic, but I noticed that a lot of you applied it during the mock interview. So of course you listened well to the questions of the interviewers. And I was star-studded by some of the looks of the others, like that really just like a real interview. The confidence was very high and the content, some of you really answered honest and in an honest way. And that's the thing about applying in a job. Interviewers have already this idea about, the real information, fabricated information. And of course, if you really try your best and there's a great effort, the confidence is there, the interviewer, I'm telling you, has this kind of expertise in meticulously, challenging you by giving you some questions, but it's up to you how you're going to answer those questions. But this mock interview, it showed us it has to be done. It's something like the confidence level, the content was really great, but not, to be honest, some others have this, this kind of, has different kind of ways of expressing themselves or answering the question. And of course, I can also say that, it's a good practice to you guys. I feel like it's the real job interview already. And I can't imagine even if I was in college, we have this one, but I can sense here that, it's more, even just through online, I can sense the professionalism already and the great application of strategies that you have learned during the talks. And of course, I will be honest to you that we have limitations in online application just like this. Some of you get disconnected. Some of you get, the choppy words. The communication was not really good. In the process of interviewing and answering the questions, actually, I told you before, it is already a process of communication. But when the source has a problem, if the source has a problem, then probably or definitely there will be a problem with the appreciation or the perception of the receiver. So, but here, because we talked about interviews already, you have already ideas about it. And some of you, most of our interviewers are prepared already. We're prepared answering the questions. So it's kind of good. And I'm so happy that somehow you applied some of our, contents that we want you to know and for you to learn. And this is just a mock interview, but let us feel that it is something like you are going to pursue a great career someday. This is just a stepping stone, actually. But practice makes perfect. Then do not underestimate the power of those who are, determined to learn, and do not underestimate the power of communication. As what I have told you yesterday, communication is the best foundation for your career. It could be your guide and your strategy, and it could be your asset to hit the point that you want to have, and of course, to reach your dreams. So congratulations once again, and thank you not just to those who answered, to those who participated in the mock interview, and of course to all the participants who have attended, who participated in this talk, in this seminar. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. And we are the best. The best favor that in return for us is not something like, your praises, your thanksgiving, or something that you want to greet us. Of course, the best thing is that when you learn something, regardless it is how big or how small it is, make sure that you are going to use it and apply it for your self-development and for the goodness, for the betterment of your career someday. So thank you so much, guys, and nice meeting you all. So this is Rafi. Thank you.
And that's all for my evaluation. Back to you, DDJ.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rafi. Indeed, what we're learning here hopefully will not just be within this Zoom room, but would really help you as a tool to your career success, because that's the objective of this boot camp. Now we have, for our last evaluation, we have distinguished Toastmaster Melinda Cislas.
Thank you very much, our Jack of all trades, Division Director, pretty and very amiable Jelly. Hello, you know Aryans. You're still there, of course. Just like what I displayed yesterday, one of the contents of the slide, a pencil has a point. So just like a pencil, a speech, or on any conversation has a point or points. This afternoon, I have really been very much impressed by the answers that you had for the questions given you by your two interviewers. I observed that you indeed drove home the points that you wanted to give to our interviewer. So, and for that, I would like everyone to give a big, big hand to our 8 brave interviewees. So, as if Toastmaster Dewey mentioned about focus, and as I started, mine is point. Again, I'm repeating that you all had points, several good points in your answers. Normally, when we speak, we always have that in mind. However, we are being distracted by the verbal fillers, or our audience's attention and interest would be distracted because of the verbal fillers which we might have. As I said, there's nothing wrong with verbal fillers if in some or occasional cases they are unavoidable. But if they become overused, that your audience may not anymore listen to your message, but instead they would just count your number of those verbal fillers. This afternoon, I said my commendations to you interviewees because I noticed that you have a very good command of the English language. You showed fluency on the use of it. And out of the 8, only one had 20 plus 2 plus 1. Only one had 23 verbal fillers. The rest, you only have 3, 5, 6, 1. And my special salute to Kay Luis Vailoses. You never had any verbal filler, Kay. And for then Danielle, you only had, actually, because you were just trying to shift, that you mentioned only one and the was part of your, I think, spice, your spicy word. So you only have 1. And the rest, I think that you are that. Let me look at the other one. Yes. So I think 2 of you are very commendable because 0 for K and Danielle only just 1 unintentionally. The rest you had 3, 4. I have already messaged or sent a message to the one who had 20 verbal fillers. The rest, congratulations. You really tried, as I observed you, you really tried to tame your tongue that you would have not have those verbal fillers. So congratulations, interviewees, on your control of the overused words. But I still have another one, I think, to do for the part of Toastmaster May. I'm glad Toastmaster May is not with us for a very important errand. She discussed with us the work with words and vocal variety, but I'm very glad that Toastmaster Carl tackled on the vocal variety. So I would not anymore. Thank you, Toastmaster Carl, for saving me that evaluation. May I just add, I think you also mentioned about their pronunciations. I would like to add that they had really very good pronunciations. Let me just proceed to the work with words of Toastmaster May based on my own observation. My commendations, as I said, one is the fluency of the use of the English language. Then I also noticed that you made use of easy to understand words appropriate to an interview situation or appropriate to interview situations. I like very much what Adonis said. I almost said Toastmaster. Adonis said about, or Adonis mentioning a figurative words like something like that, because someday Adonis Toreno will be facing you. That's something figurative. And the one in Filipino quote, anumang tibay ng abaka. I like those spicy words that you mentioned, Adonis. If there is something, so again, congratulations to all of you for your use of the language. If there's something that I would just have to recommend, very slight, I noticed that in just one or two, I noticed some informal words used, just like yeah, and like entered some jobs. In an interview situation, let's try to avoid using slang terms or slang words like yeah and all other similar words like those, because in an interview situation, we still consider it to be of formal setting. But overall, our interviewers, Aryans, you are doing very, very well on these three different areas. You're nailing home your points because you avoided the overused verbal fillers and your fluency of the English language, and you had the vocal variety as mentioned by Toastmaster Carl. So again, salute to everyone. Back to you, our pretty, brilliant, and amiable Didi Jelai.